Welcome to the Hustle Factory podcast show.
All we do is hustle.
And here's your host, John Lindemus.
He's kind of a big deal.
Bringing you amazing insights and views of entrepreneurship on today's society.
Hello everyone and welcome to episode 17 of the Hustle Factory podcast show, and I'm back again for another amazing content that will blow your minds. So, how's your 2019 treating you so far, ladies and gentlemen? Mine so far has been fucking amazing, and especially for podcasting overall. Anyways, I got an amazing topic for you guys today. In this episode, I will be talking about habits, more specifically, 10 important habits that every successful entrepreneurs and individuals in general have in common. For this episode, let me briefly state the episode's agenda. The first one is I will be listing out the first 10 habits every successful individuals have in common. Secondly, I'll be briefly talking about each of those habits. And lastly, I got some amazing news for this podcast as well. So make sure you guys tune in to the very end of this episode. So let's get on to it, guys. So habits figure our lives and provide a structure to build our upcoming success. Here's a fact that you and I already know, guys. Every single one of us wants to be successful in life. There's no fucking denying about it. I know that entrepreneurs are creators, always creating something fucking amazing and unique out of nothing, with a goal to provide happiness and satisfaction in an individual's life. Highly effective entrepreneurs and individuals have many great practices and habits that they implement every day. On the other hand, the most determined and ambitious entrepreneurs and individuals succeed beyond their peers because they commit to the simplest things, embrace obstacles, and build the resilience to keep pushing ahead. So let's dive into the 10 important habits every entrepreneur and individual have in common that essentially skyrocket their own upcoming success. Let's go. First habit is that every entrepreneur and individual need to be creative and think beyond the boundaries that exist, or simply thinking outside the box. In order to build success, you must ask questions, have a curiosity and eagerness to understand the unknown, and be open-minded for new things you never knew before. I mean, after all, there's always more things to learn in whatever niche you are in. Real successful entrepreneurs and individuals recognize that they don't know everything and are very eager to fully expand their knowledge to the next level. Getting to the second habit is that entrepreneurs and individuals are just being themselves. It's only a natural response to try and fit in, yet end up chasing the wrong path. To put it simply, devote your time and money into something you are very passionate about and not others what you want to do. Eventually, success becomes very easy when you're passionate what you do and simply be yourself. Here's a quick fact about Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Facebook. He always, and I mean always, fucking wears the same t-shirt and jeans every single goddamn day and always stay true to who he really is, allowing his talent to define him and his enormous success. Getting to the third habit is that entrepreneurs and individuals form a company through team building. One thing you need to know about this is that you simply cannot possibly do everything in your business. The only way to gain extra time is to assign tasks to other individuals. Ambitious individuals truly comprehend that growing a business requires the right people, and they work in order to build a team of experts as quickly as possible. Lastly, they surround themselves with a dedicated team and keep a laser focus on what's truly important to them. Counting down to the fourth habit is that they 100% dedicate enough time to their business. Successful individuals invest more time by habit, but in return, they accomplish so much than the others. Not only they devote their time to business, but also utilize that time effectively to facilitate its growth. Lastly, they primarily focus on their strengths and channel their effort to the areas they are best at, as well as dedicating their time for training and learning to utilize their weaknesses into strengths. Alright, hitting to the fifth habit is that they see failure as a valuable lesson and an asset as well. Everybody knows that there's a shitload of valuable lessons you will learn in life, and the most successful entrepreneurs and individuals learn from their failures, meaning they will never let failure stop them, yet keep changing, developing, and growing. In addition, they anticipate, plan, and learn from it. Also, real successful individuals see those lessons not a fucking failure, but just a failed attempt. In the end, they all learn from their past mistakes and failures and strive to do better. Here's the sixth habit, and that is they face challenges head on and they fucking welcome it. Managing your business or even in entrepreneurship in general requires taking risks and facing their fears. Yes, I know. Plus, I know the fact that it is fucking frustrating as hell to face difficult obstacles, particularly if the solution is complicated. One of the major traits of many successful individuals is that they have the ability to fucking persevere like a boss through all the fucking obstacles and challenges with high determination to achieve the best outcome. Also, it usually involves getting the hard stuff out of the way first, allowing themselves to focus with a clear and easy mind on the issue on hand, and finally reach a solution to move forward. Wow, we are literally on the seventh habit every individuals and entrepreneur have in common, and that is seventh habit is that they don't set out to be rich. Part of the entrepreneur's adventure is building a profitable company. However, many passionate entrepreneurs and individuals strive to build a company of significance. They aspire to create a company that they can be fully proud of, like they can make money so that they can make a huge difference in order for them to create opportunities for others and explore new prospects. Many successful entrepreneurs and individuals often invest company money like it's their own money. And now, here is the eighth habit, which is they listen more than they talk. The most successful individuals are fucking excellent listeners. Big time. They always listen to their mentors, their team, their customers or clients, and especially to their fucking competition. They receive feedback, pay attention to truly understand others, so when they talk, they are able to give some thoughtful advice. And as an ambitious individual, you are often driven to do the talking. Nonetheless, by listening to others, you can learn so much more. Well, getting to the ninth habit every successful individual have in common is that they have a clear, defined vision. As an entrepreneur, my business professor once taught me that having a clear vision of why your business exists is the most important element of entrepreneurship. Aside from that, you need to know what you desire to achieve, where you want to be, and especially what you wish the future to look like. In addition, successful individuals share their vision and ambition with each people to their team. That means if your team is fully aware of your collective vision, then this will fucking definitely empower and motivate each individual to lead a greater motivation to achieve goals. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, the 10th and final important habit every successful individual have in common is that they fully focus on their customers and clients' needs. Individuals see a need and fill it with the best possible solution. Although, in order for them to provide their needs, every business needs a reason for their customer and clients to use their service and not the competitors. And at the end of the day, successful individuals put all their effort on learning and better comprehending their customers and clients' needs. With this knowledge, they aim to stand out the crowd and exceed their expectations. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the 10 important habits every successful entrepreneurs individuals have in common. So I gotta ask, which one of these 10 habits do you like the most and fully utilize in order to become successful? If you ask me, I simply fucking love the second and sixth habit on the list, which is on the second habit states being to themselves, and sixth habit states that they face challenges head on with no fucking worries at all. Before I end this another amazing episode of the Hustle Factory podcast show, I would like to conclude this episode by stating several crucial points for this episode. The first important one is habits are very fucking important to every individual because they are the fucking basis of your success. So you guys need to remember that. Secondly is you have to be eager to learn new things that you never knew before. Third, stop being such a fake ass person and pretending someone else because of all your peers. Ladies and gentlemen, just be yourself and stop fucking listening to others what they have to tell you. That's it. Fourth, if your goal is overall is success in life, then you need to be willing to take the risk on the long run and stop being so scared of it. Guys, listen, this is just part of the game of entrepreneurship and life in general. Remember, you only live once. Hashtag YOLO. And lastly, never be afraid to fail. In the game of entrepreneurship and life in general, you will come face to face with obstacles that will for sure will knock you up so fucking hard that you will wonder if this is it for me. Well, you know what? Stop fucking bitching about it because it's not the end for you. So what if you fucking fail? Get your whining ass up and get your shit together because failing is only temporary. Keep hustling and never ever fucking give up. Anyways, thank you for taking the time for listening on today's episode. If you enjoyed listening to my podcast, please support my podcast by donating through the Anchor app or website. Any amount will do because by supporting this amazing podcast will let me continue go on and creating even better and amazing content. Plus, it will tremendously help me cover all the expenses that I have to invest on this podcast. And please don't forget to rate and review my podcast on iTunes and Spotify as well. Or simply leave me a message on Anchor and I will reply back to them as soon as possible. So, what are your thoughts on this episode, guys? Which one of these habits do you regularly use to get on track for your own success? If you got one, do a quick tweet on the podcast Twitter at H Factory Podcast and make sure to use hashtag HFPS, all capital letters, for that tweet. Plus, if you seriously love this episode, make sure to share this with everyone you know and spread the word about the hustle, the process, the game. So join me again by next month for another new episode of the Hustle Factory podcast show. And next time I'll be covering another amazing episode about habits. But I can tell you right now, it'll be so much fucking better. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next episode. Have a blessed day, and I'll be back soon. Later, guys.